Welcome to Canada, understanding your taxes. Congratulations on starting your new job in Canada. As you embark on this exciting chapter, it's important to get a handle on your finances. A key aspect of this is understanding the Canadian income tax system. It might seem daunting at first, but it's actually quite straightforward. We're here to break it down for you, step by step. In Canada, we believe in a system where everyone contributes their fair share. This system funds essential public services such as healthcare, education, and social programs. These services benefit everyone and contribute to the high quality of life we enjoy in Canada. When you work in Canada, a portion of your income is deducted for income tax. Your employer will usually deduct this tax directly from your paycheck. This is called pay-as-you-earn taxation. It ensures that you are consistently contributing to the tax system throughout the year. At the end of each year, you'll need to file an income tax return. This is a summary of your income and any deductions or credits you may be eligible for. Filing your taxes is a legal requirement, and it's crucial to do it on time to avoid any penalties. We'll delve into the details of filing your taxes later on. Your social insurance number, a key to working in Canada. Before you receive your first paycheck, you'll need to obtain a social insurance number, or SIN. This is a 9-digit number that's unique to you. It's issued by the Canadian government and is essential for working in Canada, filing taxes, and accessing government programs and benefits. Think of your SIN as your financial fingerprint in Canada. It's a confidential identifier used by the government to track your earnings and taxes. Without a SIN, you won't be able to legally work in Canada or access the benefits and services you're entitled to. Your SIN is more than just a number. It's a key that unlocks your financial life in Canada. It allows you to participate fully in the workforce, contribute to the Canadian economy, and access the support and services that are available to you. In the next section, we'll guide you through the simple process of obtaining your SIN. Obtaining your SIN, a simple process. Getting your SIN is a straightforward process. The first step is to determine your eligibility. To be eligible for a SIN, you must fall into one of the following categories: Canadian citizen, permanent resident, or temporary resident with a valid work permit. If you meet the eligibility criteria, you can apply for your SIN online or in person at a Service Canada office. When applying, you'll need to provide original documents that verify your identity and immigration status. Service Canada is the government agency responsible for issuing SINs. They have offices across Canada, making it convenient for you to apply. You can find the nearest Service Canada office by visiting their website or calling their toll-free number. Once you've submitted your application and supporting documents, Service Canada will review them and issue your SIN. You should receive your SIN within a few weeks. It's important to keep your SIN card safe and secure, as it contains sensitive personal information. Temporary SINs, for those working here for a short time. If you're not a Canadian citizen or permanent resident but have authorization to work in Canada temporarily, you'll need to apply for a temporary SIN. This applies to individuals such as visitors with a work permit, study permit holders authorized to work, refugee claimants, and temporary resident permit holders. A temporary SIN is valid for the duration of your authorized stay in Canada. It will typically expire at the same time as your work permit or other authorization documents. To apply for a temporary SIN, you'll follow a similar process as applying for a regular SIN. You'll need to provide Service Canada with your authorization documents, such as your work permit or study permit, along with your identity documents. Remember, if your work situation changes or your authorization to work in Canada is extended, you must inform Service Canada. They will update your SIN accordingly to reflect your current status. Section 5. Filing taxes, a guide for non-residents and international students. Even if you're not a Canadian citizen or permanent resident, you may still be required to file taxes in Canada. This applies if you earned income in Canada during the tax year. International students studying in Canada may have unique tax obligations. It's important to understand your residency status for tax purposes, as it will determine how you file your taxes. To file your taxes, you'll need to gather your income information, including your SIN, employment income slips, T4, T4A, and any other relevant documents. You can then choose to file your taxes online, by mail, or through a tax preparer. The Canadian tax system offers various deductions and credits that can reduce your tax liability. It's worth exploring these options to ensure you're not paying more taxes than necessary. The Canada Revenue Agency (CRA) website provides comprehensive information on tax filing requirements and available deductions and credits. Section 6. Protect your SIN. Guarding your financial identity. Your SIN is a confidential piece of information. It's crucial to protect it from unauthorized access, use, or disclosure. Treat your SIN like you would your credit card or passport. Keep it safe and secure. Identity theft is a growing concern, and your SIN is a valuable target for fraudsters. By safeguarding your SIN, you can minimize the risk of becoming a victim of identity theft and the financial and emotional stress it can cause. Here are some essential tips to protect your SIN. Memorize your SIN and avoid carrying your card with you unless absolutely necessary. Store your SIN card in a safe and secure location, such as a locked drawer or safe. Be cautious about sharing your SIN online or over the phone. Only provide it to trusted individuals and organizations. Shred any documents that contain your SIN before discarding them. Regularly review your bank and credit card statements for any suspicious activity. Section 7. Sharing your SIN. When and where it's necessary. While it's crucial to protect your SIN, there are legitimate situations where you'll need to provide it. These include when you start a new job, when you file your taxes, when you open a bank account, when you apply for government benefits or programs. It's important to note that businesses and organizations should only ask for your SIN if it's legally required for the specific transaction or service they're providing. If you're ever unsure about whether it's safe to provide your SIN, don't hesitate to ask why it's needed. You have the right to refuse to provide your SIN if you're not comfortable doing so. By being aware of when and where you need to provide your SIN, you can help protect yourself from potential fraud and identity theft. Section 8. Filing your taxes. A step-by-step guide. Tax season in Canada typically runs from February to April. As a new worker, you might feel overwhelmed by the process of filing your taxes. But don't worry, it's simpler than you might think, especially with the abundance of resources available to help you. Here's a step-by-step guide to make filing your taxes a breeze. 1. Gather your tax information. This includes your SIN, income slips, like T4, T4A, from all employers, and any other relevant documents that could result in tax deductions or credits. 2. Choose a filing method. You can file your taxes online, by mail, or through a tax preparer. Online filing is generally the fastest and easiest method. The CRA website provides a list of certified tax software programs. 3. Complete your tax return. Use your gathered information to carefully fill out all the necessary sections of your chosen tax form. Double-check for any errors before submitting. 4. File by the deadline. The deadline to file your taxes is April 30th each year. If you're self-employed, you have until June 15th to file. However, your tax payment is still due on April 30th. Remember, filing your taxes is a legal requirement in Canada. Meeting the deadline ensures you avoid any penalties. Section 9. Tax Time Essentials. Key points to remember. Understanding and navigating the Canadian income tax system is essential for anyone working in Canada. As we've discussed, your social insurance number, SIN, is a crucial element of this system, acting as your gateway to employment, taxes, and government benefits. Remember these key points. Obtain your SIN. If you're eligible to work in Canada, ensure you apply for your SIN right away. Protect your SIN. Treat your SIN as a valuable piece of personal information. Safeguard it from theft and fraud. File your taxes on time. Meet the tax filing deadline to avoid penalties. Explore available deductions and credits to minimize your tax liability. By understanding your tax obligations and fulfilling them responsibly, you contribute to the well-being of Canada and ensure you can fully enjoy the benefits of living and working in this beautiful country.